Hey there, YouTube. It's your boy BytesOfChicken, and thanks for coming to see me for another episode. So, I'll give you a little warning. Today's episode is going to be talking about more indie development and stuff like that. So, not really going to talk about games and stuff like that, but if you're an indie developer or developer or anything of that sort of nature, you may want to listen. So, as you can see, Idea Xbox. I'm a part of that. I'm basically a listener, viewer, said to me, why don't you talk about your experience with Idea Xbox? So it's like, why not? It's a topic as good as any other. So here we go. Um, I just want to point out as well, these are all my personal experiences, and I'm not speaking on behalf of Microsoft or Xbox or any of the associated stuff there. It's just you're just taking what I've been through with them since joining. I think I joined maybe August or around that time. Um, so yeah, Idea Xbox. What is it? Independent developers at Xbox. You know, easy, simple. You can find loads of details about them on the website www.xbox.com/IdeaXbox, I believe, or you just Google it and you get straight there. They're very heavily active on Twitter. You've got a Facebook group, so there's so many ways to sort of get involved with Idea Xbox, and I would say just go through it. So basically, yeah, I started making a game called Gear Gauntlet. It had various other names, so you might have heard Soul Machine, Dot Dash, whatever. But we applied through Idea Xbox via Gear Gauntlet, and basically, when we applied, we were under the impression that we were just never going to get in because myself and Stephen Smith, also known as at Citizen Sleeve on Twitter or Citizen Sleeve on YouTube, basically we were just like, okay, been sort of working on the game, and it was like, okay, let's just apply for Idea Xbox. We're no one big. I'd had dropped in Interactive as a registered company, but not done any big games. Done a few things on Xbox Live indie games. Stephen had done a few mobile stuff with his brother as Super Smith Brothers, and it was just we were just normal average people. I've got a day job as I'm a software developer. Steve's a teacher, so as you can see, we're just no one special, and we applied for either Xbox, and we were just under the impression we were just not going to get in because no one knew us, and why would anyone want us to make a game, for their platform and stuff like that. We had applied to other platform holders as well, so it's not a situation where we just only wanted Xbox, and we weren't willing to go anywhere else. But as I said, this is our experience with Xbox because they're the ones that sort of a bit more prominent in things in terms of our development experiences. But anyway, so we applied to the Xbox team, and as with anything, there's always going to be a process of elimination. If it was a case of everyone and anyone who applied will get a dev kit, get all the tools needed, then number one, the market will be flooded. Number two, there's just not enough dev kits in the world that could be possibly given to everyone that applied. So there was a process of elimination, and again, like I said, we thought that we would never get through this because we were just no name. Well, we just were little devs that weren't really known in the public eye and stuff like that. So basically, long story short, we finally received an email to say that the game has basically been accepted and that we'll be getting a dev kit. And at that point, it was like, no, this is a mistake kind of thing. And I don't know, when it's finally sunk in, I sort of called Steve, and it was just like, wow, this is really happening. Like, we're gonna actually get a chance to, show our game to, the masses, kind of thing. And I mean, for us, it was just like we had this game that we thought was cool and stuff like that. And we just wanted it to be not something that we just kept to ourselves, but we'll be able to give it to people that weren't our family or friends, and possibly they liked it as well. So the opportunity and the fact that we both are Xbox fans anyway. Um, I've grown up with lots of consoles, and I just love playing on my Xbox and stuff like that. So to be able to say to my family, I'm making a game for this console that is sort of the current gen console, and you know what is relevant, and my game beyond this was kind of cool. So we started thinking like, wow, okay, what's going to happen, and as is advertised by the Xbox team, Kushala, all the interviews he's been to, you get two free dev kits, and you don't have to pay any money. There isn't no, get the dev kit now and you pay us down the line or anything like that. It's literally you get free dev kits, you get a free Unity license, and for us that was just like wow, because yeah, Unity is free now, but at the time it wasn't. Um, so to be able to get that money to pay it for full license at the time, we didn't have the money. As I say, I've got a full time, I've got a family, and Steve lives with his fiance and stuff like that. So we've got bills to pay, and we just weren't in a position to be able to afford these kind of things. So to be getting that, it was like a weight lifted off our shoulder, and it meant that we could just focus on working on the game and stuff like that. Um, but apart from being given these tools and the the things necessary to sort of make the games, you get this team of people behind you that help you. That are obviously you're not going to get instant reply and stuff like that, because especially we're in the UK and most of the Xbox team are in the US, so we do expect to get instant reply. But most of the time you get quite a speedy response, and it isn't a case of go to this website stuff like that. You actually get so about the constant transitions. It can be kind of hard to talk about Xbox without it, without Kinect trying to help me out. But yeah, as I was saying, you get quite a good team behind you. Obviously, they're not like a personal team just for you, but and they're helping out all the devs and stuff. But they're there to sort of help and guide you through the process and make things a lot easier, because as indies, we don't have massive teams that can handle the different departments and stuff like that. As an indie, you wear all the caps, you know, and that's just the fun of it. You just got some jobs that you might like. I didn't do much business stuff, but I have to start doing that because I can't just pass it off to anyone. As far as the banks and things like that are concerned, I am the CEO of my company, so therefore a lot of things fall on me to get them done. So it's really nice knowing that there is a team of people basically to help you get through things. Um, but yeah, I mean, my experience with Xbox further than that is that a lot of opportunities have sort of opened up for me. I've been invited to Microsoft events. I've been invited to other events, put on by other people to come there as part of the Xbox team. So, I've been interviewed by many people, which has never happened before. I mean, in this sort of capacity, and the fact that fans come up to you and play your game and say, wow, and then they go away and then saying, oh, do you have Twitter? Do you have Facebook and stuff like that? So I've made, a few sort of follower friends and stuff like through that channel. So, just to be recognised has been sort of quite a good feeling. It's not like I'm a celebrity or anything. I haven't got a big head and think, oh, suddenly I'm this famous person. But for that little moment when people are enjoying your game, it does make you feel really good. So I feel like idea Xbox has sort of given me that. And I've been on podcasts and stuff like that, and just the fact that people are actually saying they can't wait for Gig on to be released. I don't know, man. It's just something. It's priceless, as they say. Um, so that experience there has been really cool. I've got to meet some really cool people within the Idea Xbox team as well. I've met Chris Sharla. He's such a great guy. You see these people on TV and you think to yourself, are they fake and things like that. But he's such a cool guy. Told me a story, about one of the first games he made and stuff like that. And he told me some skateboarding stories, and just really cool. And then there's Agostino. Um, Again, another cool guy, such so down to earth, and he sort of feels my pain because he knows having kids and stuff how hard it is to sort of be a father and you know trying to make games and things like that. So to be able to relate to them on that sort of level is really cool. And I've actually even met Phil Spencer. He's played the game, and really liked it. So you know. None of these people might not be famous to anyone else, but to me, they're in the industry and heads of the industry that I've got a passion for. And I've also sort of got to meet people like Debbie Bestwick from Team 17 and, met some people from other big studios. I've got to meet people at Unity, Epic, stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? It's been just such good experiences for me. And then there's also meeting other indies like Charles Humphreys, who goes by the name at NemoCrad on Twitter. Then you've got Joe Bramington from Deco Digital and Bevel Studios. They released Numa on either Xbox. So do you know what I mean? There's all these other. It's not just like I managed to be the one no-name indie that got picked out the hat or whatever. I go to an indie dev meetup, and there was actually three of us from this meetup that got to go to either Xbox. So Xbox are looking for developers with good games, and they give you that opportunity. Um, so yeah, for me, it's just been such a really cool experience, and I would encourage any other developers that if you have got a game, you should just give either Xbox a call, not a call, just go to the website and apply, and just get in touch with someone. Just tweet them a picture of your game or a video of your game, and someone will get back to you. There's lots of talks that they're doing, and I highly encourage it. And I've got that sort of mentality now that if you don't ask, then you're not gonna know what can happen. So you're better off just sort of saying to yourself, instead of what if and woulda, coulda, and all that kind of stuff. Just get in touch and just go for it. And I hope that is the message you're sort of taking from this. That yeah, the Xbox has been brilliant so far. So the independent developers program has been really good for me. I'm not gonna say that keyword anymore. Um, but yeah, all I can say is if the game does well, even if it doesn't, as long as there's an opportunity for me to continue and redo this again, I most definitely will because the experience has been great, and I hope to make many more friends from it. I mean, I've had conversations with Micah from Other Oceans. That probably wouldn't have happened if I hadn't got involved with this. And again, another cool guy. But yeah, if I got another game, I'll definitely be going through the program again. And I hope to see some of your games there. And I'm going to sign out because it's been over 10 minutes and I want to keep it brief. But hey, what can I say? I'm your boy, Bites of Chicken, on Twitter at Bites of Chicken. On my gamer tags, Bites of Chicken. Like, rate, subscribe, feedback, give me all the stuff. And yeah, please leave some feedback.